This is Ellie Perkins from Valentines Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner. We got a new case while you and Nick were out. Here.
Thank you. Hey there. My name's Joanna Roberts. You probably haven't heard of me, but, well, I'm an old friend of Nick's.
Super mutant behemoth.
I'm here in Diamond City, and I could do with some help if you're willing. We've sent out a message to Nick as well, so I assume he's either with you or on the way here. I'll tell you more when you both get here. Thank you.
Stop by the office. I'll be waiting. Setting this to repeat. This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine.
Oh, I do hope you're here to make a purchase.
You're bothering me.
Nick being a simp has never really bothered me. Honestly, I don't even think about it anymore.
Glad to hear it.
Oh, look who's back.
Nick Valentine. Oh, look at you.
Well, ain't that a blast from the past? Thought the Commonwealth might have finally gotten you.
Oh, it's trying. Believe me. I'm just glad to see you recognize me after all these years. New scars, new creases.
You know, from this angle, it doesn't look half bad.
I guess I'll have to take your word for it. Either way, I think I'll sit down again.
Sure, make yourself comfortable.
Thank you. So, I take it this is your new partner?
That's right.
Pleased to meet you. Name's Joanna Roberts. Ellie here tells me we've got you to thank for pulling Nick out of a hole. Glad to see he's got a new partner watching his back.
So, what's the story with you and Nick?
Well, short version is, I was Nick's first partner, way back when. See, my dad was mayor when Nick came to town, about 50 years ago now. Gave him this place, let him stay, even if the folks weren't too keen on it at first.
That's a hell of a risk. Why does he do it?
Well, because I was stupid back then. Got into something I shouldn't have. Lucky for me, my knight in plastic armor showed up just in time.
Beep, beep, beep.
And here's Ellie telling me you have a lousy memory. Yeah, no way my dad was gonna turn Nick away after that. Of course, it took me a long time to convince Nick to turn this into an agency. Start charging caps for folks coming through the door. Even longer to convince him to make me his partner. But I guess that's a story for another time.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, you two are probably scratching your heads wondering what I'm doing here. Well, it's about Riley, Nick.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's such a long time ago. I wouldn't expect people to remember. See, before I left Diamond City, there was this fella I was with. He had 2 boys, Riley and Kyle. Guess you could say I was a mother to them, or as close to one as I could be. For a while, anyway. till things didn't go so good. Moved up north about 25 years ago now. Ended up in this place called Milton. Didn't tell them where I was headed. Haven't seen them since. Don't ask why. Then about a week ago, this trader's at a bar in Milton telling everyone about someone pulling a gun on his brother here in DC because he thought he was a synth. Story is, Kyle was about to pull the trigger, but the guards got him first. Said they had no choice. Kyle was always the more hot-headed one. Anyway, figure I'm the closest thing to family Riley's got now. Decide to come back down. And now, no one's got the first damn idea where he is. Like he's just vanished into thin air. Look, Ellie told me about everything you've been through with your son and your wife. How you tracked down the son of a bitch that killed her. I don't know this place as well as you two. Not anymore. I just want to know what's happened to him. Maybe tell him a few things before it's too late, you know? So, what do you say? Can you help?
Count on it.
You have any leads on where he might be?
Well, you can probably guess I didn't make the trip down here all by my lonesome. I've got well, I guess you could call her an apprentice. Teaching her the gunsmith trade. Name's Caitlin Harris. Lived down here in Diamond City for a bit a couple of years ago. Maybe you remember her. Anyway, we've been asking around since we arrived. All anyone can say is they remember the argument. And then the next day, that's it. He's gone. We checked his house. Nothing there. Just hoping there's some, I don't know, trace he left out there somewhere. And Ellie, you saw him in the market heading for the gates? What was it you said?
He was obviously upset, but he was also in a hurry, like he couldn't stand just waiting around. And then he was gone.
Caitlin, come in. Meet Nick's new partner.
Hey, good to meet you. So, is it true? You're the general of the Minutemen?
Why do you ask?
Just hard to believe they're back. I mean, after everything that happened.
If you're done, did you manage to find anything?
Huh? Oh, yeah, maybe. Just spoke to one of the guards. Said Riley was making a lot of trips to the sluice before he disappeared. Said he'd get paid to help him get there on his days off.
The sluice? The heck's that?
It's one of the newer settlements. Only got started after McDonough became mayor. Built into a big sewer junction down by the river.
Well, doesn't that just sound like paradise?
Yeah, it's a tough neighborhood. Northeast a ways. You get used to seeing people from all walks of life.
Still more orderly than good, neighbor.
You know anything about these folks?
No, never heard of them.
They're pretty tight-knit. Tend to keep themselves to themselves. They're not really the sort of place Diamond City types bother with. Might as well be another Vault 81 or Oberlin Station or something.
Well, sounds like as good as lead as any. I say we check it out.
You should rest up. We can handle this.
Damn it, Kate, I'm fine.
You need more time.
You all right?
Yeah, fine. Long road is all.
We'll be back before you know it. Trust me.
All right. But let the detectives take the lead. And Nick, look after her, okay?
You got it.
Good. You got any more questions? Now's the time.
What if he's a synth?
Yeah, don't think I hadn't thought about that. Well, I guess that's part of the job, isn't it? Find out what happened. Find out whether Kyle was onto something. Lots of folks in this city like to talk. But that's all that ever seems to be. Hopefully you'll actually find something useful at this other place.
What exactly is this place?
The sluice? Well, like I said, it's one of those settlements that sprang up after McDonough got in. A bit like the Slog, if you've ever been there. Folks who left Diamond City, but who weren't really keen on good neighbor, you know? Except it's a sewer, not a swimming pool, so, you know, no tarberries.
What do you know about him?
Well, I've known the kid since he was 11 years old. Although, last time I saw him he was 17, and that was about 25 years ago. So yeah, alright, maybe I don't know everything about him. Heard some things from traders every now and then. Never married, no kids. Worked as a mechanic, handyman, that kind of thing. Just him and Kyle, really.
That's all.
Okay then. I guess I'll head over to the dugout for now. I'll see you there when you get back.
Here, let me put the sluice on your map. By the way, that guard I mentioned earlier seemed like he might know more. Maybe you'll have more luck getting him to open up than I did. I can point him out as we go. Should be in the market somewhere. Either way, I'll follow your lead.
Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back.
Good luck.